everyone. We're back with Perttu from RevenueCat, and we're going to talk a little bit about your talk and a little bit of the stuff you've mentioned. But first of all, the audience and me personally, we really want to know what was that epic walk-on music you had coming on stage?
Into the Infinity Castle theme song from end of Demon Slayer, Hashira arc. So a bit of a thing for animators out there.
Yeah. Awesome. I think maybe we need to make a ReactConf playlist with all the music we had. Awesome. So we'll get right down to the questions from the audience. Yep. So let me scroll here. Okay. So what's your theory on the retention stat you shared? You shared that React Native is low in retention compared to other alternatives.
Yeah.
What do you think that is, and how can we get users to stay?
Yeah. Well, there's like two possible explanations. One is the fact that we're looking at apps that have been in the App Store for years. Mm-hmm. So there are, for example, more native apps that have been built over the years who have retained those customers, while at the same time, React Native apps that have been in the market might be way younger. So they've been in there for like a year or so. So they don't, or 2 years. There's less of those apps that have actually like sustained retention. So that's one that there's just more data for apps from like years of users on the native side than if there is on, for example, React Native side. But then also another thing is that it could simply be that apps in React Native are more focused on monetization in like specific time frames. So you download it, you use it for a month, and that's like you've already gained all of the like benefits that you want from that.
Right.
Like it could be either of those. There's multiple reasons what could be happening. I'm pretty sure we're still to see, like when we're going to launch the next report next year, we're going to see the React Native numbers jump up because the amount of React Native apps just keeps growing.
Yeah.
And the ones that have been there for a longer time will start to perform better and better with people trying out different monetization strategies on React Native as well.
Okay. What do you think makes React Native such a good target for monetized apps?
Sorry?
What do you think makes React Native such a good target for monetized apps?
I would say that it's a combination of the fact that you can monetize from multiple platforms at the same time. Mm-hmm. So, well, iOS performs really well. Android, pretty well, not as well. Like we just ran a hackathon, shipathon, like 2 months ago, for the last 2 months. And we have this one app built with React Native. Mm-hmm. That made in those 2 months that it was available, well, it's still available, but like in those 2 months that we tracked, it made over $30,000 in revenue. And it made 28,000 of that from iOS and 2,000 from Android. So it's also like there's a bit of a platform specificity. Android people tend to expect the app to be free. But I would say that in that case, it was just like the person who built that app was able to get it into the App Store like as soon as the hackathon began, which then allows him to like continue to iterating, building new features, and that's how you win. That's how you make the app like perform better, how you make it monetize better, because people are constantly new features. That's what I want. That's what I'm willing to pay for, and that's where React Native wins over native, for example. Especially if you're like building for two platforms. If we were doing that for Android and iOS at the same time, using Swift and using Kotlin, for example, keeping up the feature parity by developing in two different programming languages would just make it so that iOS probably leads and Android eventually falls out, or the other way around.
Dude, that was a really good explainer of React Native. We should have you on the React Native keynote tomorrow morning.
Okay, good.
Thank you so much for these answers and answering our live audience. I will ask you the two questions I ask everyone.
Yeah.
What's your favorite React API or feature?
I would say from React Native, I would actually say, like React API, I'm not sure, but React Native API I can instantly say the Dimensions API combined with the animated API. Like when I started in React Native, there was no reanimated yet. And I was obsessed with doing these like sticky, stretchy headers. So you need the window dimensions, and then you need the animated API to make it make the image scale as you scroll down and whatnot. And like that was like what sold me on like, hey, I can actually do this, and it's so simple. like it was the animations that was like, okay, I want to keep building with this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool. And one thing about you that doesn't come up in normal conversation?
Sorry, what one thing that...
One thing about you that doesn't come up in normal conversation.
I'd say that I have quite a lot of these probably, but I've won 40 hackathons in 2 years. Yeah.
Whoa, 40.
40, yeah. It was a hobby of mine to just go to hackathons.
Go and do hackathons.
Yeah.
Amazing, wow.
I've competed in 70, and towards the end I started winning, actually. So I did lose quite a lot in the beginning, but...
Okay,
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
spending the time with us today. And thank you, audience, for all your questions.